Hello there, how are you? This is Karthik Poovanam. I'm a leadership coach, author, and a travel explorer. As I'm heading for my next exploration, I want you to pay close attention to what I'm saying. Because what I'm going to be revealing to you may sometimes be extremely life-enhancing and extremely life-enriching. A lot of people enter into 3-4 types of traps, and you may just allow your intelligence to shine on what I'm saying, and you will understand specifically as why I'm using this word called trap. What is a trap? That which you enter and you cannot come out is a trap. Yes? What is a trap? That which you enter and you cannot come out. There is difficulty in coming out. That's what you call as a trap. Yes or no? Suppose you enter a hole which is very, very small, and now from where you have entered, there is a landslide, and now you got stuck inside. So you say you got trapped. You locked yourself inside a house, and now let's say that there is a code only through which you can open the house. You've forgotten the code, and now you are trapped inside the house if you do not have the right resource. Marriage. A lot of people who enter into marriage, many people find it extremely difficult to come out. It's a great difficulty to come out. They find it absolutely difficult to just come out. Divorce as an option is only utilized by very, very few people. Majority of the people find it extremely difficult. They stay in the same place. They cannot come out just like that. So what do you say this? What do you say such kind of people? What do you talk to them? What do you say when you're describing them? You say you are trapped. And that is the rightful, legitimate thing to say. Yes or no? If you don't say that, how will a person ever make an effort to come? But it's an extremely difficult trap. Now you want to come out of something only when you know you're suffering and you acknowledge that you're suffering and you want to be free from that suffering. Please understand this. You can never ever come out of a suffering until and unless you first establish a very strong sense of firm belief and firmness and knowing, and have total direct clarity that there is suffering that's happening. That's when you want to end the suffering. Otherwise, you can constantly live in denial, in arguments, in anger, which is exactly what's happening to a majority of the people in marriage. So among the 2, 3, 4 traps which I said, one trap which I want to help you out be free from is the trap of marriage. And if you're not already married, do not enter into this trap without understanding the implications that come out of the marriage. Very important. A lot of people in India especially, I don't want to talk about the world, but say by large, but in India, and I'll come to the world later, but in India, people marry for a few reasons. Among them, the top reason is sex. Second, money, because though dowry is considered illegal, still a lot of parents who have girl children, they find it as a pride to give it, in the form of property, in the form of gift deed, whatever is a legal way to, give gift to their son-in-law. They want to give it. And they have their reasons to give. They think that, he's going to take care of my daughter for the rest of the life. And it's like a custom. A lot of people ask, what did you give your daughter? What did you give your daughter? So jewelry is bought, clothes are bought, all of these things. And the second primary reason is wealth. A person becomes wealthy when he's marrying a girl. This is the second reason. The third reason is the respect that he's going to get from his in-laws, especially in India. When a son-in-law comes to a home, the kind of respect that he gets usually from his father-in-law, from his mother-in-law, is enormous, is incredible. So this is another reason. And behind all of these reasons, if you look at it very, very largely, there's this release of dopamine, serotonin, oxytocin, endorphin that happens from the brain, because the brain keeps rewarding you with small dosage of feel-good chemicals that I have just mentioned, which are called feel-good neurotransmitters, which makes a person do what he does, or makes a person do whatever she does. But if you look at it largely, a lot of people today, they're in middle class families and upper middle class families, or for that matter even in families which are poor, don't get big amount of money. And not everyone is physically very, very attractive. Why did I say physically very, very attractive, the word? Now, my ability to identify a person, whether they are physically attractive or not, is lost from the time I merged with the existence. That's a different topic, and that's a different reality altogether. The day my lover awakened, I don't discriminate between people who look good and who look bad. But the world is not like this. The world sees looks. And whenever a marriage happens between a man and a woman who are not so physically attractive, generally the man loses interest on his wife, which is what happens in the majority of places, why people get into affair. No satisfaction. Then what happens? Tell me what happens next. Do you know what happens next? Next, what happens is something even more interesting, even more significant. I told you another reason why people want to get married. They want to get married because there is this sense of like the dowry they're getting, the money. You know, money, everybody understands money, right? Money. People want money. So this money, very limited money, even in upper middle class families, they're not going to get $1 billion or billions in rupees. No. Maybe a few crores. But what will they do with that? It'll just be over in no time. And now again back to normal. So, and then the demands of the family is very, very high. Then the pressure that comes out of that, the arguments that come out of that, the frustrations that come out of that, the mental peace which gets robbed because of that. So many different issues which are never ever been thought. What people see is just the beautiful stories that are projected. And it's a well laid trap. How many days do you think will be the Sangeet party? How many days do you think will be the honeymoon? How many days do you think will be the vacation? How many days would you think will be the money even which is coming to you in your hand? What nobody speaks and what nobody shares in their Facebook, in their Instagram, is this what I'm sharing with you. This is the reality which people are not going to share, and that is the reality which is going to occupy 99.99% of their life. That is, they have a son or a daughter, they have to clean the shit. It's not the happy smiling face. The arguments with the wife, the fear while going into a restaurant. How many even upper middle class families can afford a very, very fantastic lunch for their wife and children weekly once in a star hotel? How many people can afford luxurious living? So these thoughts are always there in the minds of people. Forget about the material. Let's put material aside. How many people can even imagine the luxury of having lunch in their own home in a joyful way? Which is the extreme luxury I'm talking, because I've experienced this. At home. I'm not talking to you about some star hotel where you'll have to spend 2,000-3,000 rupees per head. No. I'm talking to you very simple. At home, have you sat together and experienced good lunch in a joyful way, in a wonderful way, happy way? Have you experienced happy lunch? Have you experienced the happy lunch? That's exactly my question. No. Where you kissed each other, where you fed each other, where you're feeling good to sit together and have lunch, dinner, or breakfast. See, it's not happening. This is the ultimate luxury, which is why there is family. This itself doesn't happen, because you cannot experience a very joyful time in a vibrant way in a materially filled world, in a materially longed world, in a materially established relationships. Only relationships that transcend the material and are connected only in love. Such kind of relationships is what will flourish. The rest all will have to go through the misery and the pain. So avoid yourself of getting into these traps of marriages, and feel the life and feel the connectedness and feel the vibe of life. Good day everybody, this is Karthik Poovanam. I'm a leadership coach, author and a travel explorer, and I will see you in another amazing video. Good day.